possibly can.
We defended over 40.
What up? What's up? What up, y'all? How you guys doing today, man? Hey, we're here on what is today? Is it Thursday? I literally never know what day it is, all right, because all the days just kind of blend together. All right, but we have Kenan and Declan Louth in the audience. We got Connor Rush. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, let me think. Any deep thoughts for today? I always start off with deep thoughts so that the latecomers can show up and that they don't miss anything. So let me see. My deepest thought today. What was I thinking about? I know that the Dave Hopla Clinic is coming up tomorrow. And we have games this weekend. Let's see how many people that we have for games. All right. Is anyone showing up for games? I know we had only 9 at first. So I only signed up 2 teams. I think we still just have those 9. Okay. All right, we can roll. We'll at least get 1 more. All right, so we will have 2 teams of 5, it looks like, unless other people sign up. Who's actually signed up for this? We got Hunter signed up. We got AJ. We got Kieran and Declan. We got Noah and his brother, Austin. We got Connor signed up. Oh, man, we got little Derek signed up. And we have Gavin signed up. All right, so get on the horn, get us a couple of more, so we don't have to forfeit. I think we can play with 4. I don't really care. All right, I've never really worried about that kind of stuff. I don't know. As long as it was legal to play, I was all good. I just believe in my heart of hearts. I've always believed this, even when I played in a sport that I was sucked at, like soccer. Okay, and I believe it about projects in school. I believe it about everything I've ever done. I just believe that I can do it. With all my heart. I just truly know it can happen. And even when it doesn't, I'm I'll get it next time. All right, so yes, have ultimate belief in yourself and go out there and then just, try your best. And whatever happens, happens. And know that you're going to succeed no matter what, especially if you put all your effort out there. So get ready for those games. Get ready for the clinic tomorrow. And then I still have open gym station for us for Saturday night. But that'll have to deal with the actual schedule. All right, because if we have a game scheduled that late, then we obviously won't have open gym. So we'll wait for the schedule to come out, which the schedule should come out by tonight. All right, speaking of tonight, we have our practice doesn't begin until a little bit later tonight, so it's an hour later than usual. Normally we start at 5:30 through 7. Now we're going from 6:30 to 8. All right, so heads up for that. All right, and with that said, let's begin. We got our quote of the day. Quote of the day is play the game with a smile. All right, play the game with a smile. My favorite player growing up, I've already probably told you a zillion times, is Magic Johnson. All right, and the coolest thing about him was that he always had a smile on his face. And from a young age, I smiled a lot. And I think it's because, like, you get stuff when you smile, man. Like, if you smile and, like, flash them pearly whites, other people like it. It's like a human being response, all right? It doesn't work that way with animals, though. Animals, when they start smiling, run. Because it means that they're showing you that they have teeth. And it means, like, they're about to bite you. And other animals show other animals that for the same reason that we do, but for opposite reasons, basically. They're communicating. But what they're communicating is, I will protect myself with my teeth. Like that. Well, what we're doing is we're communicating, you can trust me, give me stuff, I'm a nice human being, etc., etc. But I think what this communicates when you're in a basketball game, it communicates that, like, that you're not stressed out. So your teammates can, like, feel at ease. It communicates to the other team that, like, their tactics aren't really working against you. It communicates to the referees that you're not some stuck-up punk that they should call bad calls against. It communicates to your coach that you're not tired, that you can still go on. It communicates to, like, your parents that no matter what you're going through, you actually do love it. All right? And while you don't have to smile, like many, like, modern age women say, or like what many New Yorkers say, like, stop fake smiling. All right, listen, when you smile, you add a whole bunch of, like, neurochemicals to, like, your brain, and it, like, tells your brain to, like, turn on higher. And you actually have more energy when you actually smile, whether you mean to smile or not, whether you need to smile or not, whether you're, like, outside circumstances are actually forcing you to smile or not, it's still adding it to, like, your brain. So you can use the smile, just like you can use jumping up and down to stimulate, like, your entire body, as part of it. There are times to not smile, like at a funeral, or like when you just lost a big, huge game and everyone's crying. But maybe even then, maybe be like, yo, we got him next time. Let's go, and, like, just, like, bring up that, like, that persevering smile. Because I think it's like what the game is meant to be, because in the end, it is a game. It is an actual game. All right. So when you play the game with a smile, you're treating it as a game. And if you treat it as a game, you're going to win a lot. All right. Because here's the thing about treating basketball like life. If you treat basketball like life, you really shouldn't hurt anyone. Ever. You should, I mean, like, in life, you should be like, dude, like, looking out for other people. If you did that during a game, and, like, we're like, hey, I scored on you last time, dude, here, you can have the ball and score on me, I'll be so mad at you. I'll be like, what are you doing, dude? This is a game. This isn't life. You don't have to share. No. This is a game. But at the same time, like, when you win or lose at life, it's serious. Like, maybe, like, now you can feed your kids. That's a win. That's some serious stuff. Or if you can't feed your kids, well, that's a loss. Yeah, no reason smiling on that. But in a game, neither one of them really matters that much. You scored 87 points. Fantastic. Be happy for 5 minutes and then forget about it. You lost by 95 points, and they, like, dunked on you so hard that the ball bounced off your head and onto your mom's, like, face. Yeah, that sucks, but, like, be sad about it for 5 minutes, then forget about it. Because it's a game. And when you treat it like a game, you're able to do things that you wouldn't do in real life. You're able to act like a person that you shouldn't be able to act like normally. Like you can dive for loose balls, whereas like in real life you're just not diving on the ground. All right, it's a game and you're playing a game, so play it like a game and don't take it more serious or less serious than the game has to be treated. And I think that you'll do really well. But that starts with play the game with a smile. I really do think that that's important. I didn't do that during college. I took it way too seriously. It meant way too much to me. But before college and after college, I played the best ball of my life. And I wish I had brought the smile to the game in high school. In college. So make it an indelible part of your game. And I think that you'll find it a lot happier, just in general. Like you'll enjoy yourself a lot more, I promise. Your teammates will pass the ball to you more. I mean, a lot of stuff happens if you just play the game with a smile. You could be like me and like just elbow people to the face, but then just smile about it. And they're just like, that's weird. And they never hit me back because I have a smile on my face. Anyways, here's a quick trivia question. All right, we're going early in the hour just to mix things up, okay? Early in the hour, early in the 30-minute, it's not an hour, early in the 30-minute broadcast. All right, here's the trivia question today. All right, it's one based off of a very, very popular rivalry that helped shape the game of basketball as we know it. All right, and here's the question. It's not really an NBA question. It's kind of a college question. Those are all my hints for you right there. All right, let me pull it up exactly. All right, the answer's assuredly changed by now, but in the year 1980, all right, before 1980, so it had to happen before 1980. What was the record for the highest rated basketball game ever? Which two teams were playing in the highest rated basketball game ever? All right, and that's all it says. All right, which two teams in 1980, prior to 1980, which two teams played in the highest rated basketball game of all time? All right, which two teams? They set the record for the highest rated basketball game ever played. I believe that this includes pros, college, high school. Probably even like, wrestling and stuff like that. But it wasn't like the high, because basketball back then, it wasn't huge. But it became huge with this one game. All right, who were the two teams playing? The two teams. I need both teams that were playing during this highest rated basketball game of all time. And those are the teams: Michigan State and Indiana State. Fantastic job. That was with Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. Larry Crazy Legs Bird. All right, 35.1 million views. That's crazy, right? Now I think every game gets that many views. I mean, how many views were their last game? How many views do you think? Let me see. Playoff average views for the NBA. You said it was 35.1. UCLA Notre Dame is not the answer. Oh, you know what? That's not that bad. All right. So the amount of people watching the playoffs is 3.26 million average people per views. All right. How about the How about the NCAA championship? So the NCAA championship now, let me see, it's still pretty crazy. 10 million views. So 35 million. Okay, people watch a lot of TV now. Records are made to be broken, etc. The 35 million views is a ton of views. And that was back in 1980 when people had like one television per house, man. People were like, oh, dude, they had other stuff to do in the 80s. Or 79, actually. All right. So, yeah, that was a ton of views. Right after this happened, basketball took off. Like, basically, without these two guys, you may not have ever heard of Michael Jordan. There's a chance, honestly. Like, the league was in dire straits. That's why I'm so confident about the league that I want to start. Because, like, the NBA, it wasn't super popular. I mean, people weren't just, like, making
so much money, like owning teams. Like owning an NBA team was not like a luxurious thing. So when I want to create these teams, I want to create teams like for like you guys to play on. Yeah, it's gonna start off small, but the goal is to make it as big as the NBA because like the NBA took them like 50 freaking years to do that crap. I mean, like so, but Magic Johnson and Larry Bird definitely helped it out. Had a rural guy versus a city boy, black dude versus a white dude, Showtime versus Mr. Fundamento, a shooter versus a scorer. Like it had everything that you could ever want. They are both really like huge winners. They won on both stages, so they brought their collective fans to a larger base. They're from like two of the largest cities in America. Like so many things went right for this to happen. Maybe the NBA just rigged it though. Who knows? All right, let's check out the workouts that we're doing for tomorrow. We got numbered scissor shots. This is not for tomorrow, for next week. I always mess that up. Numbered scissor shots, pick and roll slip, 2-ball dribbles, under the chair dribbles, curl jumper series, 1-on-1 high post flash. You can do this stuff online. Just practice it beforehand. That's the goal. If we get people practicing stuff before the practices even start, we have definitely won. Okay, look. Okay, if we get kids to play year round in Colorado. All right, and then we make it like ultra competitive. And then we offer you guys a whole bunch of like workouts that are not just practices. We're going to have a lot of D1 players. It's going to be great. But if we get people doing this stuff, like before the workout, posting stuff online of them doing the workout before, like days before the workout even starts, and then coming to the workout, it's going to be like a whole bunch of pros from Colorado. Like, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to happen, honestly. Like, that would be insane. Like, you guys doing it kind of right now, it's insane. If you're able to do this stuff on a daily basis, you're a psychopath. Like, you're a very special human being. The fact that you guys can't really do it every single day it's just human. Don't worry about it. But if you can do it, dang, like the adult that you're going to grow up to be is going to be something extremely special. Like you're just lucky to be that special. You probably did nothing to be that way yourself. It's just who you are. All right. But if we can come close, we can make some kind of magic happen. All right. And if we get a lot of people doing it, it'll start the momentum, and it'll be really, really fun. All right. Right now, again, our hardest worker is Noah Masseth. All right, we get to check out his homework in a second. All right, what has he been doing for homework? Has it been Rohit post? Okay, so Rohit's posted. Noah did not post. I was going to talk up Noah. All right, so got to talk about Rohit. Another one of our hardest workers. He's actually posting the actual workouts now. He had an hour-long conversation with me against my will. All right, the other night. So he's posting. We're going to see if he can keep it up. But I told Noah. And actually, I just added it up in my head. All right, you want to see like who the toughest person is. All right, you don't know who the toughest person is, but all we got is like based off of our stuff. You got our toughest guy all time in Colorado is Connor Rush. All right, from April all the way through February, he went extremely hard. He stopped coming to the morning stuff since, still comes to the nighttime stuff, but like he goes extra slow. Everyone that notices it. All right. So, but that's extremely good to go for 10 months. 10 months. And I would say, man, the pace that he went is definitely up there with like most any pro when they were his age. Definitely. Connor Rush kept up to any pro in America. Any future pro in America, he did it for 10 months. Congratulations for that. Now, Noah is way above Connor right now. All right, but can Noah keep it up? Noah started in basically December. So 10 months for him would be October. I cannot imagine Noah Masseth keeping up to this pace until October.
What is it right now? It's like May? Yeah, that's 5 more months. He's gone for 5. That's double the amount of months he's already done. He's going to be out by the end of the summer. All right? But it's cool to try. All right? It's really, really cool to try. And I'm so proud of you guys for even trying, because most people wouldn't even put in the effort to even go out there and try to walk in the footsteps of Steph Curry, let alone like do it for 10 freaking months. Yeah, it's not 10 years like you wanted it to be, but it's all right. Maybe you can start back up again and do it for like 2 more months, or a month here and there, or like a week here and there. It's all good. All right. Let's see. Wait, but does Noah do boot camp? Boot camp is tough. Noah does boot camp 3 or 4 times a week. Yeah. I think Rohit works harder than Noah. Yeah. No. I think that the boot camp makes it extremely tough. But Rohit comes to fewer days during the week too, and then posting the homework. That's a little different too, posting the homework. So I would say like Noah, when I saw Noah and Gavin work out online with the video, it sucked. Those guys suck. It's so slow. They're not doing jack squat. But they're little kids. They're 6th graders. All right? All right. Just like when Connor first started out doing it, it was like when Finn was doing it. It sucked. It was like he was just shooting shots, like whatever. When I see Connor doing workouts right now, it sucks. When I saw Connor doing workouts maybe like 6 months ago, it was pretty good. But not amazing. Not as hard as like a college guy would go at all. When I see Rohit on it, he's going harder than Noah, but it still sucks compared to a college guy. So it all depends. So what I try to do is I relate it to your level. So when Derek posts this stuff, Derek's amazing and he's beating you guys. Because him doing anything at all is better than you working your hardest, basically, because he's a 1st grader. So it's all relative. So in that respect, Noah is outworking Rohit by a ton, especially since our overall attendance shows. I mean, you just said Rohit is the hardest worker. All right, those are very, very tough words to say. All right, because you just don't want to talk like that, because you get to see it. It's right here. Rohit has come 57 times. Noah's come 182 times. All right, that's entirely different. And you know that the workouts are hard because you can't come to them all. Show up to every single one, and then you can say the workouts aren't very hard. Show up to every single workout that we do, and then do extra and say, yeah, the workouts are easy. Say that, and I will believe it. It's hard. Maybe the hardest part is convincing your parents to take you. Maybe. But that still counts. So understand, Noah is ridiculously killing Rohit. Don't ever put them in the same category, because you can't. All right? If you want to beat someone at something, beat them at this. Show up. And you can always have excuses. But so can anyone else. You can get straight A's in class, get A's on every single test, and some kid who has a D could be like, I'm smarter than you are. I was doing the homework at home. I just wasn't bringing it to school. Oh, and then for the test? Oh, yeah, I didn't care about the test. It's like, are you lying? They're probably lying. Anyways, to finish up, we had our high school stuff. Overhead board passes last week. Drive left, right, pass, high, low. Don't forget that stuff for the games. On-ball defense. Ball jump versus face cut. Kobe post movie we worked on. Double bounce series. Stuff that we're working on, not for tomorrow, but you guys can post it since we are off tomorrow for the Dave Hopper Shooting Clinic, is hold your follow through until the ball hits the ground. 1 minute shots, 8 of 14 a run, diagonal pro hops, direct Euro steps, pick and roll, drive to shoot, hurdle reverse layup. So sorry that we're missing that stuff, but make sure you guys work on it on your own. All right, let's check our story of the day and then get to work. Some people like easy puzzles, while many others prefer difficult puzzles. Some people have the necessity to learn through adversity, and this brings joy to their lives. Hopefully, life has blessed you with that inclination, but you should at least pretend it has if it has not. If struggling truly brings you joy, you always have the advantage. Yeah, that's a good quote. If struggling truly brings you joy, you will always have the advantage. there are some freaking, like, what are they called out there? There are some really weird people that love pain. I they just love pain. I mean, like, not like, so to speak, like, they're not like sadist or whichever one that is, masochist. I forgot which one it was. All right, but they're not like that, so to speak. They just like love going through hardships. Like, they come alive when everyone's against them. And they're like, yeah, you trying to bring it to me? Like, they love playing with a chip on their shoulder, like Russell Westbrook. Like, without the chip on his shoulder, he doesn't move, right? It's like an activation key. It's like, oh, yeah, come on, you trying to put a chip on my shoulder? It's like, what? All right? And, like, some people just love that, right? Some people love, like, when the refs are against them. I pretend like I do. And I maybe kind of do. I'm not as crazy as, like, some people, though. And that's how you should want to be. If you're like that, you're extremely lucky. And if you're not like that, you should pretend to be. All right? Play with a chip on your shoulder, absolutely. Chip on your shoulder, smile on your face, right? And I would say, man, like, if you could just, like, love the process. Love how confusing it is. Love how hard it is. Like, all I hear from Connor Rush about certain people is, I'm too mean to them. Can you be nicer? It's like, what? What you're asking me is to make it easier. I mean, like, when I was growing up, I know old people say that phrase a lot, but when I was growing up, there was this coach from Rancho. I think it was maybe Rancho Cucamonga, I'm not sure. Rancho, they were called Rancho. They're this black team from, like, the hood, I guess. And this coach was like, oh man, he used to carry this, like, brown bag around. I don't know if it had alcohol in it, but, like, he ended up just putting a whole bunch of sunflower seeds. He was just always spitting in there, and you could tell that he was, like, getting rid of an addiction. But he would always cuss out his players so much, and it, like, cracked me up so much. And I always wanted a coach like that. I was so jealous of that team. I was like, that's what I want. That would be so fun. He's just, like, screaming. And I wanted that for some reason. Because I was from the team from North Hollywood that was all, like, a whole bunch of uppity people. I was like, oh, man, I want that coach. He looks so cool. Yeah, like, I say, like, want the adversity. And, like, want it all against you, because if it's all against you, man, you win no matter what. All you got to do is survive. It's like running a marathon and, like, all these, like, Kenyans finish first, right? All these, like, long distance marathoners finish first. And then you come in, like, 80th place. You beat, like, 100 people, but you came in 80th place. It's nothing special. But you come in and, like, one of your legs is missing. And then, like, they're like, what the hell happened to this dude? And, like, two people are hanging on to your other leg, and you're just hopping. You're just hopping and crawling. And, like, you're bleeding because, like, a freaking eagle came down and ate half of your face. And you still finished ahead of 100 people. You win. They're going to be, like, making movies about you till the end of time. And who knows? If there was no eagle, if there were no people hanging from you, if you had both your legs, and you ran that race and you finished second, no one would ever talk about you. Heck, if you finished first, they would forget about you within a week. But you finished 80th with all that crap happening to you, yeah, you're amazing. So every time that the crap happens to you, like the referees are against you, they're calling every call against you, the coach don't play you enough, all this other kind of stuff, it's just for a chance for you to be amazing. Or maybe that's just how people like me see things. I don't know. Noah, you don't do the homework properly. Cap. Y'all can't be jelly. I don't care. What about you, Connor? You used to be the hardest worker. Nope, Noah, don't worry about him. Worry about you. You don't do the homework correctly. All right? Look, in the book, here you go. I'll read it to you right now. Okay. So, what I want for the homework, because again, Noah's a sixth grader. Maybe he doesn't understand. All right. So, what day are we on? We are on May, what is today? It's May 26th. Okay. So, for May 26th, you would open up the book And we got May 26th. And what year is it? 2022 already? Dang, this time flies, boy. All right. So, well, let's say the one for tomorrow. All right. So what you would do is, as a title for a video, you would type in follow through or push-ups. All right. And then you would do the drills for 5 minutes. And then you would post that. Then you do then you would title the next video 1 minute shots, 8 of 14 a run. Then title the next video diagonal pro hop. So you would do 6 different videos for all of these. Then you would also title a video monthly homework. And then you would look to see what the monthly homework was. Then you would lastly title a video as the daily challenge. And for 5th grade, it depends on what that is. Or for 6th grade, you would title it what that was. So you would post those 6, 7, 8 videos right there, and that would be doing the book. So don't beg Connor to do it. Connor does not want to do it. Connor has given up on the NBA. You have not. But let's see how you feel in October. You have to survive until October to be as good as Connor. All right, Connor went for so long. Let's see if Noah can go for longer. Can Noah break the record of kid who tried the hardest for more than 10 months? So far, Connor has the Colorado record. We're going to see what happens. All right, let's check the picture of the day. Picture of the day is, oh yeah, don't forget, tune in. Make sure you guys see part of history tonight. Come to practice, definitely. But, yo, be sure to watch some of this game so you can watch Luka come back from 3-0. It'll be the first player to ever do it in the history of the NBA. No one's ever come back from 3-0 until Luka did it against the Golden State Warriors. You guys are watching history. This is very, very special. Extremely special. So, hey, congrats to Luka and to the entire Mavericks organization for pulling this off, or what you're about to pull off in a week. Man, it is so amazing. So keep watching that, you guys. I'm excited for them. I think that it's really, really cool. All right. Anyways, hey, let's not forget that our quote of the day is play the game with a smile like Luka Doncic. You can add that entire thing for the quote of the day. Screw just having 6 words, all right? Play the game with a smile like Luka Doncic is the new 8-word quote of the day, all right? He's about to beat the Warriors yet again, which is going to be nuts, crazy. Anyways, whoever's showing up to practice tonight, I'll see you guys. Don't forget about the later start, all right? All right, that's all that I have, and don't forget tomorrow is the Dave Hopper Shooting Clinic. And don't forget that Saturday is the Memorial Day Tournament. Get people to sign up for that as well. All right, that's all that time that I have. I will see y'all soon. Reese's Pieces. And I'm out.